Right? Clap it up. Shalom, Israel. It's the IGPK star of One West, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hanna. We've been spreading this truth since 1969, letting our people know that we are the most important people on earth. You know what I mean? And we've been spreading this truth, right? That we are the true Israelites of the Bible, not the small hats. You know what I mean? Like no other belief system out here is going to give you what you need except for the Holy Bible, and that's under the leadership and the guidance of Commander Juliana. Right. You understand? Like, we're going to break out tonight. So you see the title. We're going to get into, you know what I mean, what's destroying our neighborhoods, what's destroying our families, and that is the spread of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Right. This isn't a black invention. Drugs were strategically put in our neighborhoods. Nancy Reagan started the Just Say No to Drugs campaign back in the 80s. Right. You understand? She put it out there that, you know what I mean, we shouldn't do drugs. You know what I mean? We should do better in life. You know what I mean? Try to be good people. She put it out like she was like she really was doing something for us. Like, you know what I mean? Her plan was to help us. You know what I mean? And we're gonna start off with, let me get Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10, so if I could.
Repeat that again.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. You know what I mean? Because while her husband was flooding the hood with crack in the 80s, as well as her doing that campaign, that Just Say No campaign, right, which didn't help us at all. You know what I mean? For the most part, a lot of the people that were out, that were on the TV were oppressors. I really don't remember no black people actually being on those commercials. You know what I'm saying? Right. But but we felt like, okay, Nancy Reagan is a good white woman. Right. You know what I mean? She telling us to stay off of drugs. You know what I mean? Maybe we should trust her. You know what I mean? She's in the government. Her husband is the president. You know what I mean? How bad could it be? But if we'd have knew these precepts, you know what I mean, that the Most High put in front of us, you know what I mean, we wouldn't have fell for that. Right. You understand? If I could, you got that, sir?
Come. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy. Never trust your enemies, what the Bible is saying. Never trust your enemies, man. You understand? These people are our enemies. You understand? It's not who we think is our enemy. Your enemy is not the brother that, you know what I mean, that's selling, that he's selling up the block. Right. You know what I mean? Or on the other side of town, you know what I mean, he making more money than you. You know what I mean? That's not your enemy. Right. Both of you brothers have been put in the trick bag. You understand? Yeah, but yeah, exactly. There you go. Both of y'all are victims. You understand? Like, you're both victims of being duped by our enemy. Right. You understand? Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted.
But like if iron rusting up, iron is a natural metal and it rusts. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's either the air is going to make it rust, maybe humidity, water hitting it is going to rust. It's a natural process. You can't stop it from happening. Right. It's like an oppressor, their lies is going to show out eventually. They can only hide it for so long. They can play like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, we're here to help, you know what I mean, we want to be there for you, you know what I mean, like, drugs is a bad thing, you know what I mean, we want to make sure it get out to your neighborhood so your families can be safe and all that. They want to make it seem like they're looking out for us. Right. You understand? But just like that iron rusted, go ahead.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness, man. So is his wickedness. Like, they're wicked as hell, man. These people are wicked. You got to be a wicked people to destroy an already destroyed people. You understand? Like, we were made targets. You know what I mean? We were made targets by our government. Right. And for what? Like, what did black people do? What did blacks and Hispanics do so bad to our oppressor that make them destroy our neighborhoods? You understand? They got a documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you're saying it's called Crack.
I ain't see that.
Oh, man, you watch that joint, it'll bring tears to your eyes. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I was Salaki, if I may.
God, please.
I was in the beginning. I remember before crack, and I remember when crack hit. So
God.
I was in that class, you know what I mean? That first class, yeah.
See, when it hit in the 80s, I was young. I was born in 82.
Right.
So I went through the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
The first drug overdose was my uncle that I knew about.
Right.
The second one was my neighbor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember, like, it's nothing like hearing the screams of somebody who lost it. And I remember my uncle, man, he passed.
Right.
My mother got the word, and we all knew he was, you know what I mean, dibbing and dabbing in the streets, you know what I mean?
Right.
But nobody knew he was just in his room, just for days.
Right.
No, but nobody knew he was in his room for days. Just that room was closed. That back room was closed. We thought maybe he dipping out in the morning and coming back.
Right.
So nobody wanted to check, because it was like we all knew what could possibly be the fate.
Right.
Man, to get that word and to hear, like, when you hear family like that, like, it's the drugs, the way it hit us, you know what I mean? Man, that's like, it's heavy, man. Like, it's tough. And to grow up in it, you grow up under it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a part of your life, you know what I'm saying? And the thing, all right, so if we got skeptical people out there, people might say, all right, you say don't never trust your enemies, you know what I mean? But how do you know who our enemies are? So if I could, it's like, can I get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68? You know what I'm saying? We're going to let you know who your enemy is according to the Most High and according to history. You understand?
Right.
The Most High is definitely, he's the author of everything. If he said it, it is. It's that.
Right.
You understand? It don't need to be backed up by anything. But if I could, you got it for me, sir?
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now the Lord shall bring thee again. So Egypt is just a Greek word for bondage. You understand? So it says the Lord will bring you into bondage again with ships. Again with ships. Now think about it. There's no people always say, like, slavery. Everybody went through slavery.
Right.
Nobody went through slavery like we went through slavery. Nobody had their nationalities took from them. Nobody had the men in they families, you know what I mean, demasculated.
Right.
You know what I mean, in front of them. You know what I mean? Nobody was bred to have mothers and sons, sisters and brothers, you know what I mean?
Right.
Having intercourse to be able to breed more. You understand? Nobody went through that, man. You understand? Like, this is our slavery we talking about. You understand? So is that?
By way whereof I spake unto thee.
You understand? So just like he said, like whatever he said, this is how it's gonna happen. So is that?
By the thou shalt see it no more again.
We ain't gonna see it. We ain't gonna see our land no more, man. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Go ahead. Say it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies. You understand? It said, there you shall be sold unto your enemies. Go ahead, sir.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Now, a bond man and a bond woman, that's a person for sale. You understand? You've been sold. So that's what a bond man and a bond woman is. Someone has been sold. So the scriptures say you're going to be taken into bondage, into slavery with ships. And you're going to be sold. You're going to be sold. Bond men and bond women. You understand? And just for, you know what I mean, to help Snoop out, you know what I mean? It don't say, you know what I mean, bond pronouns. You understand? You know what I mean? Like, it's bond men and bond women. There's nothing else. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
And the scriptures say no man shall buy you. No man shall buy you just pretty much clearly means no one's going to save you out of this. Right. Ain't nobody going to be able to buy you out of this. You understand? This right here, you're going to eat this. You understand? You done. Right. Most High put you in this position. In this position, you're going to stay in. You understand? Scripture say, you know what I mean, you're gonna be sold to your enemies. These people that put these drugs in our neighborhood, these are our enemies.
Right.
You understand? Let me get Jeremiah 14:2, sir. And try to rock them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, because the thing is, there's a reason why we as a people decide to get into, like, to be heavy drug abusers. You understand? Like, there's a reason why. Like, we go do it. You understand? You got that from yourself?
Come. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. Judah mourneth. Judas is one of the tribes from the 12 tribe chart. He's one of the 12 tribes from the 12 Israelites. I mean, Salak, from the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah is the tribe that most these black neighborhoods in America occupy.
Right.
You understand? Judah mourneth. We are in mourning. You understand? Mourning me like we in mourning so much that we got a whole music genre called the blues.
Right.
That's how much mourning we are in. You understand? Our music is filled with pain and trying to glorify the pain. We glorify the pain. We talk about, yeah, I mean, we got the switch. We gonna do you in, do your brother in, do your mother in, your family. You know what I mean? Like, all we know is hurt. And people capitalize. These people that brought us over here in chains, they capitalize off of it. You understand? Actually, the Jewish man capitalizes off of it. He capitalizes off of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? First, he took our nationality, and then he capitalized off of the people we are and the condition that we live in. Like, this man is wicked as hell, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And the gates thereof language.
And we don't have the gates thereof. The gates are protection. You think about like a big castle. Castles have, you know what I mean? You watch Game of Thrones. They got everybody at castle. You know what I mean? Them gates come down to stop, you know what I mean, other countries from invading them and all that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got gates in our yards that, you know, we put up. Nobody wants a yard with a big ass opening that anybody can just walk through. You know what I mean? You come out, you got a bus stop right there. People all in your lawn, smoke a cigarette. You got a cigarette butts in. You want that protection. You want to protect your yard, protect your property. You understand?
Right.
That's their gates. You understand? That's protection. Those gates that we have, they languish. Languish means that they've done. They've lost. They lost the ability to protect. You understand? Or they don't have. You understand? Our gates that we supposed to have, the gates that are supposed to watch over us, they language. The leadership that we have, the wives, right? We got weak ass leadership.
Right.
You understand? We got weak gates that's supposed to be our leaders. And the thing is, the worst part about it is we put those people in position. We'll put them in position, man. Like, who was it? I forgot I think it was Malcolm X. I think Malcolm X was saying, like, how you don't understand how celebrities are being called leaders. You know what I mean? Why are these people called leaders? You know what I mean?
Celebrity.
Yeah, all these. Yeah. Trumpet players. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Trumpet players. You know what I'm saying? Entertainers. They the ones that's who we look to for answers. You know what I'm saying? We was looking for the goddamn Kendrick Lamar to give us the damn Da Vinci Code to heal all black problems. You know what I mean?
Right.
The whole time for a happy hour. I mean, for a half-hour show. It's all they entertainers. They not here to help. They not here to buy us out.
Right.
Nobody can buy us out, but they're not going to attempt to buy us out. It's not their job to attempt to buy us out. You hear your man Snoop. I don't know if anybody ever looked at Snoop as a leader. Probably he entertainment, but you can see what the type of dude he turned out to be.
Right.
Well, he can't even explain to his son, grandson.
Brothers and sisters listen to him and look up to him.
Okay.
He influenced a lot of them.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's crazy because I think my son looked it up to say, like, who was the most famous rapper. I think Snoop came up.
Right.
Like, kids that don't even know his music, they look up to him. They know him.
Right.
And this dude can't explain to his grandson why two women can't have children.
Right.
It's simple as hell.
Simple.
They don't have what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the weirdest thing, man. But that's who we look to for our leadership.
Right.
They can't buy us up, man. They can't buy us. This is the Most High's operation, and we've done it, man. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. Now that word black, that's dark skin. You know what I mean? That in Hebrew is quadar. It's quadar. Unto the ground is la'aratazah. You understand? Like you know what I mean? We're black unto the ground.
They talk that Hebrew.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's us. That's our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With dark skin. You understand? Unto the earth. You understand? With you dig up the earth, you're gonna get different shades of brown. You
Right.
understand? This is our heritage. Like this, these people want to destroy who we are. These people don't want to see it. They don't want to see it because they know these records. They might can't decipher it. They still look at it with with a white man's lenses, and they don't know. They still think it's 10 commandments and it's a lot of garbage. But at the same time, they know. They see what it is. They know they not. They know the end is near.
Right.
You understand? And they go as long as they keep us not knowing how to explain to your grandchildren what how two women can't make a baby. As long as they make that a difficult task, and you got to point out that, hey, all my gay friends, sorry about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't gonna never win. Like we ain't never getting out of this hell.
Right.
They gonna keep us right here. This is where they want us at, man. You understand? So let me drop that. Let me get Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25, if I could. You understand? We gonna go into the Bible. We're gonna show you how the Most High feels about drug dealing. You know what I mean? About trusting, your oppressor. You know what I mean? We this is why, a little technical difficulty. We back on it. You know what I mean? But we destined for greatness, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to have rulership. We've been supposed to have had rulership since the day that we were born. You understand? Like that's our destiny to rule this earth. You understand? The Most High put the tools right in our hand. He put the tools in our family lineage, and it's supposed to be handed down to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25, because
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man.
That's a way that always seems right to a man. Man always has an idea about what it is that he should and shouldn't do. You understand? Man feel like, when you going through some stress, you know what I mean? Give me a blunt. And you know what I mean? I need to chill out.
Right.
My lady, she's stressing me out. She getting on my nerves. I need a cigarette. You know what I mean? I need to get out. I need to do some excessive drinking. You know what I mean? That's something. And we feel like, all right, look, I'm better now. I ain't beat her ass up like I wanted to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm good. We help. You know what I mean? Like taking a hit or whatever, or you know what I mean, sucking on that glass. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you might feel might bring you comfort out of whatever hell that you dealing with. Like I said, I grew up with families just having hella family members ODing. So even family members, you know what I mean? Like the thing is, when you're addicted to drugs, you're not only just destroying yourself, but once you OD, once it kicks in, like you know what I mean, now your family is left to deal with the effects of losing you in that violent type of way. You know what I mean? Like that's heavy to think about, man. And but you feel like if we feel like, yo, I'm not hurting nobody, I'm just doing this for me. I'm just doing me.
Right.
Understand? But the whole time, go ahead.
But the end thereof are the ways.
Go ahead, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the end thereof is the ways of death, man. That's the end of it. You know what I mean? You think that you escaping this hell. It ain't no escaping this. Like, you trying to get high. You getting high to escape the poverty that the Most High put us in because of our disobedience. It's like you trying to escape jail. You trying to escape jail, you know what I mean? Just, when they catch you, you get more time.
Right.
It ain't gonna get no better for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be trying to escape. You know what I mean? So then you OD, you done. You get unalive yourself. You know what I mean? When you come back, you're gonna be in an even worse condition. You know what I mean? Like, the scriptures, you know what I mean? The scriptures let us know that regeneration is real. You coming back. You getting judged on earth.
Right.
You understand? We can see people's judgment on earth. We can see it. We see how people come back. We see how people are born. We see how these streets look. We see how downtown Baltimore look. We see how South Baltimore look. You know what I mean? Like, we see every hood, everybody in here, anywhere that any of us live at. We see, you know what I mean, that judgment being played out. And it's heavy.
Right.
You understand? But you know what I mean? We can deal with that. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Yeah, using drugs seems like a good idea because you need escape or relief from pain. Joining the police department might seem like a good idea. You want to get in the war against drugs, but you don't even know that the people that you're fighting with are the ones that put the drugs in the neighborhood in the first place. There's a lot of brothers that, you know what I mean, they say, I became a police officer because I lost this person, or I lost my best friend, or I lost whoever, you know what I mean, the gun violence, or you know what I mean, the drugs. But the people, you join the force with the same government, the same people, the same organization that unalived your friend, unalived your cousin. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for them, we would have more family here. You understand? Go ahead, you got that from me, sir?
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? It is a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abomination which they have committed. They commit here.
So we think that, like, so this is for all. I mean, this is any illegal drug, but the thing is, this is definitely for weed smokers. Weed smokers, you know what I mean? They always like, man, it's weed. I'm just smoking. I'm chilling. I'm not bothering nobody. Like, how am I hurting somebody? How can this be an issue with God? You understand? I remember what was his name? Chris Rock. He made a joke. He said, but he said, he was like, why is eating pork bad? He said, how is eating pork bad? You mean to tell me if I do a bunch of good things on earth right now, you know what I mean? When God coming to see me, he gonna be like, you know what I mean? Hey, you saved a bunch of kids, but you ate pork, so you're going to hell.
Right.
It's like, we look at things like that as a little thing.
Right.
We don't look at it like, yo, if he said don't do it, don't do it.
Right.
Regardless what the issue is. You know what I mean? Like, there's evil that's been created. The Most High created evil for a certain reason. He created evil to let us know. If you eat pork, you're going to get high cholesterol. Right. You eat pork, you're going to get cancer. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose your loved ones. You're going to lose your life. Homosexuals, they get AIDS. People act like we forgot about AIDS. Right. AIDS is like, it's still a thing. They got a bunch of commercials now where people living with it. They man, those commercials crazy. They happy as hell on them commercials. They like, yeah.
But they want you to believe it's okay to have it.
It's kind. Yeah.
Make it a light thing.
They make it a light thing to watch. You know what I'm saying? Good.
I wanted to add something. I wanted to say, when you talk about Chris Rock saying, you know, I can do a whole bunch of good things, right? Like, since I was a kid, it was always confusing because I'm like, if we consider the Bible to everything in the Bible to be good,
right?
And not even pork is in there. What else good things is you saying is good? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to always ask my friends, like, define good. Because you telling me, like, not cussing is good to not cuss.
Right.
Like, but you telling me that we go off of this Bible.
Right.
And you not showing me the correlation into it. It seems like you just, whatever you feel is good,
Right.
you're saying it's good.
Yeah.
And since you coming into the truth, you know, the command in your heart, you realize, lean not on your own understanding. Those scriptures like that, you understand that they're understanding. It's just all emotions.
Right.
Or what they think is good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's things that you can do that's good, like get somebody some money thinking you helping them, and then they can buy drugs and OD.
Right.
So was that a good act? And what is actually good? You know what I'm saying? To the Christian church and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they just use the concept, and the Bible tells us what's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Eating pork is something that's not eating pork is good. Then I mean, I think we should stick with it.
Right.
Right.
That's the people who are not in the truth. That's them standing on America's thinking. You know what I mean? They stand on America's thinking. That's how you think. And just like you said, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. And you know, when I feel like I need this discipline, I'm gonna use that. And then when I want to do my thing, I ain't gonna use it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was happening.
No, that definitely was heavy. That was a good thing. It's so heavy that because like it's just like emotions.
Right.
Like all we do is we go off of emotions. Nobody goes off of facts and what it is.
Right.
We just go off of emotions. Like your emotions gonna tell you like it ain't that bad. Like you know what I mean? It's pork. Like it ain't like why would he be mad at it? You'll get upset. I didn't got into it like my mother. Like yo, what does you mean? Like you know what I mean? Like it's food.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you tell, and then you got knuckleheads that be like, so you telling me if you were on an island, it wasn't nothing but pork. You ain't eating nothing. It's the silly stuff that we like because we in our feelings. We emotional.
It's a lot, if I may.
Yeah.
Now you notice that one you just said. You know, everybody been using that since way back. That same line.
Right.
If you was on an island, it was the only thing to eat.
Right.
And that goes to show you, you know what I mean? They don't really want to follow the law. They want to continue to do what they want to do.
Right.
I'm saying they don't want to be in the truth. They don't want to be under righteousness. They want to continue to do the evil. The evil's easy to do.
Right.
What the scripture say? For the road to destruction is wide, right?
Right.
But the path to righteousness is narrow. You understand this? It's hard to follow that because think about this, right? A narrow path. You got to follow behind somebody. The road to destruction is wide. It's easy to find it. You can walk your own road. You understand? It's easy that's wide.
Right.
But when you follow in the straight and narrow, that's why they call it the straight and narrow, because you have to follow the same path that a righteous man follows. You can't veer off left or right. You just it's only one way to go.
Right.
I mean, see, but we like to do our own thing. So we like to be in multiple places. We like to veer off left and right as opposed to going straight.
Yeah, that's so happy because the thing is, even with the, you know what I mean, with the road is wide, it's so many options.
Right.
You don't need
Exactly.
you everywhere.
Right.
You ain't, you know what I mean? Like what does it say? James for an unstable man is what is it? A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah.
You double in the world, you quadruple-minded. You everywhere. You can because everybody mixes together. I used to think that like Nas was the smartest dude. I thought he was everything. And then like coming to the truth, you realize like it's like, yo, he really like a religion whore.
Right.
He put everything together. Right. He didn't spoke about Israelites at one point.
Right.
He speak about Egypt.
Right.
He what else? Buddhism, like everything. Like he fought all that stuff. He puts it together.
Again, that's what you was just talking about. That why they go everywhere, because the thing is they don't want to be in opposition of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you remember that that show that General Muhammad did some years back. Captain Tazaiwan was with him with Knock. And the lady that was on it that was interviewing them said,
Oh,
I take a little bit of this and a little bit of that,
Yeah.
a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's because they don't want to be in opposition of anybody. Not only that, they don't want to follow that straight and narrow.
right.
So if I say I take some of this and some of that, they got to accept me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I take the Hebrew Israelites, I take the Muslims,
Yeah.
I take the Egyptology, all of that. You know what I mean?
I
Because
remember that.
what you said, double-minded.
Right.
You understand? And as opposed to standing up for one thing, they going to accept everything. You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's that's a person that's what they say, a reed in the wind. They blow whichever way the wind go.
Right.
So if I say, oh yeah, I study the Hebrews too. You know, then when somebody from Egyptology, oh, I study that too.
Right.
I believe in that too.
Mhm.
I believe in Islam too. You know what I mean? You should read in the wind.
Yeah.
You go whatever way the wind go. Whoever step in the room, that's who you with.
Right.
Whoever winning, that's who you with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a lot. Nice. Well, we can pick it up. Baby. If you got, you could just start. You can take it from the top if you want. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17.
Yeah. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a like thing to the house of Judah that they commit of the abominations which they commit here?
Mm-hmm.
For they have filled the land with violence.
They have filled the land with violence. That's drugs all day. That's the black community. It's filled with violence. We think it's a small thing, so we just gonna get high a little bit. Just gonna get a little hit, whatever. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna bother nobody. You know what I mean? But the land has been filled with violence. You don't think that? Man, ask what's your name, man? Anybody, any famous, yeah, I mean, money making Mitch, anybody, it's violence throughout their whole life.
Right.
Even people that wasn't involved. This little brother got his fingers cut off, got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Oh, you talking about on pay full?
Good.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's and the crazy thing about Paid in Full sidebar is the movie is so not accurate to how it actually happened.
Right.
It was way worse. If you think that was bad,
Right.
the way that it actually happened, they probably didn't even want to put it the way it actually happened. But you watch them documentaries, it's wicked, man. Yeah, listen to his sister talk. Yeah, she was hurt, man. But that's that violence that fills the land. You understand? Right. Go ahead, and we get all because we think it's a little thing. We think it's a small thing.
Right.
We think it's a small thing. Either you know what I mean. People love to say like I got sell drugs because I got to feed my family.
Right. A light thing.
Yeah. We think it's a light thing. Like no, it's not that. You addicted to the life now.
Right.
You know what I mean. You addicted to that. You not. It's not about feeding your family.
Right.
You know what I mean. Do it.
And have returned to provoke me to anger.
And once the Most High anger get provoked, man, that violence gonna go crazy. You understand? We're gonna be losing people left and right. Go ahead.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
That's that weed, right? That's that smell of that. You get the sniffing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get that swisher. You know what I mean? You putting that branch to your nose. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah. That's that one right here. You know what I mean? You breaking it up, getting the guts out of there.
Right.
You know what I mean? You breaking it up, but the whole time, violence is being filled because we thinking it's a small thing.
Right.
Families are being ruined because you want a couple dollars, because you want the lifestyle that you see our oppressors had.
Right.
You know what I mean? Drug dealing is an oppressor's job. That's their occupation.
Right.
They the biggest drug dealers. You know what I mean? The mob, all of them dudes. They the ones that make it happen. You understand? We supposed to be just the buyers. You understand? They bring it down the aisle. We the filthy people of society.
Right.
That they just sell it to. You know what I mean? But we want to be up on their level. You know what I mean? And what we do, we put ourselves up there with them, and then we start to look at our people as filthy,
right? The
filthy peasants of society. And it's like, yeah, we get to treating our brothers and sisters like garbage, man. Yeah, I was hear a brother talk to a fiend, someone who's addicted. Right. Talk to him like he's garbage, man. You understand? Well, we could drop that. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, so if I could. You understand? Black people, you gotta realize how much bigger than drugs we are, man. You understand? I know it's not an easy process. I would never sit here and play that. You know what I mean? It's time. I thank the Most High. You know what I mean? That I don't have to walk in those shoes of, you know what I mean, someone that's addicted to drugs, because it's heavy. I've been around it my whole life. I tell you that it's not something that I take lightly, and I won't never play with it. Like to say, man, get off the drugs, man. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Nah, I know it's not that easy, but there are steps that need to be taken, man. You need to try to regain your life at some point. You understand? And it's bigger things for you. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Man, the Most High already knew us, man. You know how important that is to know? How important that is to know? You think the Most High, he created you to be a fame? I think he created you to, you know what I mean, to be out here selling your body for another hit.
Right.
You understand? To be out here robbing and unaliving, you know what I mean, for a hit, or to get it, you know what I mean, get a pat, or whatever it is. Like, you know what, the Most High, before he formed us, understand this, before your mother and your father had sex, the Most High already had it put into place that, you know what I mean, this brother right here coming back.
Right.
I want him to come back. I want him to do great things. I'm sending him back to the world now.
Right.
You understand? I understand how important that is, man. Go ahead.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Before you even came out the womb, man, it was already put in stone that this person right here is going to be great.
Right.
This is my chosen right here. You've been chosen by the Most High. You've been chosen by a power that created everything.
Right.
You understand? Like they created, you know what I mean, life grown from trees, fruit, vegetables, everything. This is that power that already ordained you. He already put it in stone.
Right.
Say, you know what I mean, I'm sanctifying him, man, before you came out the womb. Yeah, this one be a good one right here. You know what I mean? Imagine that.
Right.
Imagine, and you decide to for the most part just shit on it by just deciding to get on drugs.
Right.
By being on drugs and disrespecting the Most High. Everybody love God. People still say that? I love God. You don't love God? Mm-hmm. Hey, come on, man. You don't? Go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Now you could be a prophet to the nations, man. When I was young, I didn't have no idea that I would be a prophet to the nations.
Right.
You could be a prophet unto the nations where you speaking, you putting God's plan. Like that's so goddamn heavy.
Right.
To know that, you know what I mean, you putting together right now, you building the nation and you're speaking to the people that God cares about.
Right.
And telling them to stop doing this. You know what I mean? We cry aloud to our people, says, don't do this, don't do that. Start to do this. Get a flyer. You know what I mean? Come to class.
Right.
Watch class. Get better with the Most High. You know what I mean? Get them on your side. We giving you all the jewels that your pastors didn't give you. Your pastors ain't worried about you. Your pastors are not prophets. They false prophets. You understand? But he said, I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right.
And what you doing there? In the alley somewhere? You somewhere stealing out your mother's house, going to your cousin's house, you stealing. You know what I mean? Like, you stealing out of CVS. You know what I mean? You selling, you know what I mean, all goods for the cheap. You know what I mean? That's not what you was for, black man, Hispanic man, Latino man.
Right.
First Nation man, woman. You understand? There's more things out here for us, man. You understand? Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18, if I could, sir. You understand? Like, we want our people to be on top. We want our people to know what's destined for us. You understand? Like, but just don't fight us on it. You understand? You got it for us, huh?
Oh, God. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Flee fornication.
Man, flee fornication, man. Don't let fornication. Fornication, it could be anything. I mean, not anything. It's a lot. Fornication is you worshiping everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, flee fornication. Don't, you know what I mean? Understand that a lot of these drugs, there's a lot of worship involved in it.
Right.
The term is to escape. You know what I mean? Like there's all types of God worshiping with with a lot of these drugs, especially marijuana. Like a marijuana, like that's you need to flee. That's all types of like you got it's so much connected to it. You got the dreads, you know what I mean? The smoke,
right,
blowing in the air, the tradition of what you're doing. I understand it. Also, is borderline, you know what I mean? LGBT.
Right.
You got to sit there with a brother. Everybody hitting the same blunt. You got to, man. You don't know what his brother been doing in his mouth.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like you don't know what's up with it, but you don't even care. You just want to hit so bad. A lot of brothers make marijuana their god because everything that brothers gonna give up. You won't give up. You won't give up smoking to get a good job.
Right.
To take care of your family.
Right.
You want to stay out. You want to stay chasing the weed. You know what I mean? Because that's your god now at this point.
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
Every sin that a man doeth is without the body.
Every sin that you do is without the body, man. Understand chapters though, like you fighting against. Matter of fact, go ahead. Let me get the whole thing. I'm about to.
But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body.
You understand? Your soul is right now inside of you, then floating like get out. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just saying everything. Your soul is begging like, yo, please don't do that.
Right.
Please stop. Like your soul is wanting so much more for you, but your body just is fighting. It's fighting what it knows it shouldn't be doing.
Right.
You understand? Just say, you know what I mean? Like you're destroying. You fighting your own body. You fighting against you when you decide to do drugs, man. You know what I mean? That fight right there, it's a hard battle. It's a fight. But you come up in the ISPK, like the ISPK been around since 1969, man. If you actually work at it and you want to get off of drugs, you can get off of drugs.
Right.
This, you know what I mean? Since 1969, it's so many brothers that got off of drugs. You understand? So many brothers and sisters that turned their life upside down. You understand? The right way.
Right.
Go ahead.
19.
Come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What?
So this like what? So this is a question right here. So it's like, yo, what? Like, come on now. Go ahead.
Know ye that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you.
Man, it's you got the temple of the Holy Spirit. That spirit is in you. It's definitely in you. That spirit to follow the Most High, to keep the laws, to raise up strong men and women, you know what I mean, children, you know what I mean, for our nation to be looked at as, damn, that's them Hebrews.
Right.
I love them. You know what I mean? That we gonna give them everything that they need.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're gonna make sure that they taken care of. Man, we should be able to go into a corner store and they should see us walking in there and be like, and drop to your damn knees and be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that the Israelites that came into my store, my regular ass store, y'all graced it with your presence.
Right.
That's how it should be. You understand? We know what we need to do. You understand? It's in the scriptures. You come to class, you watch the classes, you're gonna know what you need to do.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which ye have of God, and ye are not your own.
So you don't own your body. You know what I mean? It's a big cut to all these women, all these pro-choice people. It's not your body. You don't own it. You don't get to smoke it out.
Right.
You understand? You don't get to just burn it out on, you know what I mean, whatever make you feel good at the time. Man, I don't think that fiends actually can, or addicts, you know what I mean, actually know what it is, know how they look.
Right.
Because I done seen some nice, but I done grew up with some a lot of addicted women that when I was young, I used to be like, she right.
Right.
And I get older and it's like, dang.
Yeah.
like everything, though. Yeah. It's like, yo, how you be so beautiful and you just destroy yourself like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Most High is letting us know the beauty is inside and out. And our women, they lose it. And because we don't know that that's not our body. We don't supposed to do that. We don't own none of this no more. Right. There's so many things that I want to do that it's times it hit me sometimes. And I be wanting to do the things that I used to do. But I know this body don't really, like, it don't belong to me.
Right.
The decisions that I make, I can't make no more. You guys think correct?
No, I was just going to add, man, because it's another thing we start to know too is that all of this drugs, everything with drugs is from the white man.
Right.
Like we look at him and he had fun with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had fun with it and he's already unalive and suicidal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we expect that from him. You know what I mean? We only do it because of just the pain that we see. Well, really, like, you gotta understand, like, you know, black people, we overcame a lot. You know what I'm saying? We cannot follow them, but we only want to go deeper. Doing drugs is following after the oppressor, man. That's what he does when he's low and he needs to find a way out of his pain. He does that. Like that's his tradition. That's not our tradition.
Right.
Doing drugs never was black people's tradition, man. If that was the case when we was in slavery, you know what I'm saying? We would have created a drug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In slavery, we would have never got the chance to make black, universities and become black doctors.
Right.
And make all these black inventions we got. We had the most traumatic event happen to us.
Right.
Yeah.
And we found brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To get us back up. And that's what we need to go back to. We need to learn from what happened before. Like when we go out there and we talking to addicts, we're not telling them like downing you for doing drugs.
Right.
We know why you do drugs.
Right.
You need to realize that you do drugs because of this guy.
Right.
This man right here, this is why you do it. And that's the first step. Realizing like, yo, this oppressor created it. He made it cool. He made it famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he put it in my community. You know what I'm saying? With the pain that I had, that I chose to do it, thinking that I was escaping the pain.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He created every tragedy that I'm going through, and I can't get out of it because I don't follow the Most High's laws.
Right.
I keep indulging in it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to ask because what you said when you were in Baltimore, that's like a trend.
Right.
To snip, smack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a trend. Niggas think it's cool. So like, you know what I'm saying? Our females think it's cool.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That they, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just, you follow them after this man. Like, we always do. They snip things up their nose. You know what I'm saying? When they doing fornication and all of that stuff. We never did that.
Right.
We took on what he did from watching his movies.
Right.
And he made it famous with it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted that.
Yeah, you did that. That's like, yeah, can't.
Yeah.
No, that's heavy. No, and it's so heavy because, matter of fact, with that, let me get Exodus chapter 22:18. It's so heavy with that because the whole time, all we doing is following after them. They like you said, they have fun doing drugs. We do drugs out of necessity. You know what I mean? Like we so hurt and destroyed. Like, of course, the addiction is definitely there, but it's always it starts out of somebody coming to you like, yo, like, yeah, boy, you going through it? Like, you want to hit this? Like, a lot of us don't even do drugs for the most part.
Right.
And with at that point, we'd be like, yeah, let me do it.
It's like whatever you say, right? Yo, they don't even do it out of pain. Like those Wall Street investors, they do it to chase happiness.
Right.
To get even more money than they already got.
Exactly.
They come to work high off their mind so they can have the energy to steal and to now get more money.
Exactly.
In the middle of their, making a continuous asset. No liabilities around. They use it.
Right.
Yeah, no, heavy. Matter of fact, right? The first time I ever, and First time somebody, a white girl asked me about doing coke. It was like almost Mills. She came up to me. She was flirting, whatever. She like, hey, you know me, you frying? Like, no, I don't live right here. She like, you party? I'm all green. I'm like, yeah, I go to party. You know what I mean? Like, not really, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, wow, you know a party? Like, no, I'm saying, like, you party. Like, oh, you talking about O's? It's like, oh, like, no, I don't fuck with that. But the thing is, it's like they make it's fun to them.
Right.
They call it partying.
Party. Yeah.
You want to party. Your drug is called party.
Right.
Like even like with the ecstasy and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We follow suit every time because we just followers. And like you said, it's on TV.
Right.
They the people, they the heroes. They the heroes, they the villains, they the people, they the stars of the world.
Make it seem like it's right.
Yeah, they make it sound like it's right. God. Yeah, we still like, no matter how much, like even like Martin Scorsese movies, no matter how much you'll shit on us as a people,
right? You
know what I mean, and dog is, and you drop the N-word constantly,
right?
We still look at the Goodfellas movie as like, yo, Goodfellas hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, Jimmy, he hard. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we still look up to them like they that. And it's because we so destroyed and so far down.
Yeah, and see, it's a lot about me, and that's what they do. That's what they do to get us. They make evil people look like heroes to us. You understand? And then that's how we get into it. That's why you got brothers in here. With all of these names, everybody want to be a little guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Baby Siegel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why all of our Scarface, this is the reason why all of our, a lot of our people take on another persona.
Right.
Because that's who we're taking after.
Yeah.
That's whose customs and culture we're picking up. And the longer we stay in this and not in the truth, the more their customs and culture we take on.
Yeah.
The more their characteristics we take on.
Yeah. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You understand? If we knew this scripture right here, and we realized, like, because I know, like, the mental picture people get a witch, the green woman, you know what I mean, throwing stuff in the pot, whatever. Right. You know what I mean? It's all cartoony. The whole time, like, a witch is that drug dealer.
Right.
You're a witch. You put together all types of potions to control somebody or to have them out of their mind. They can't control their damn self. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a witch according to the scriptures.
Conjuring up.
Yeah, right. Conjuring up. Like, yeah, just all that. Yes. Yeah, you get all types of garbage that have you out of your mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I did a real expensive. Like, it's way too long for this right here. But you know what I mean? Just on witches having like just all the things that they play with, all the flowers and all the just the herbs that they use that creates, you know what I mean, any type of out of your mind, and it's all started with religion.
Right.
Not religion, I guess tradition or cultures,
right?
Whatever, you know what I mean. And that if we knew that we shouldn't, like the Most High said, don't allow a witch to live, don't suffer them to live.
Right.
Then we would know how serious it is.
Right.
In the scriptures, we already knew that. If the pastors would have actually taught us something, you know what I mean? We went to church. We've been going to church all this time. We've been going to church since slavery.
Right. If
we actually would have been taught something, then maybe, you know what I mean, we would have been all right.
Right.
Slide, what's that? All right, shout out to Andrew Dean, chatting in from Baltimore City, you know what I mean? Shalom, man.
Right.
So, like, and what you saying? The brother that OD off the fentanyl,
yeah,
the 20 brother, that's why you shouldn't suffer a witch to live.
Man, damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Brenda's not a baby, why you shouldn't suffer
there
a
you
witch to live. It's like the whole Wire.
Right.
How many people died in the Wire? I know it's a movie, but it's based off of something that's real.
Right.
Everybody that passed away from all of the Wire and all of that, the situation, whatever his name was. That's why you shouldn't suffer a wish to live. And the brothers know. They know that how they know why
Yeah.
But they don't know that the scripture already warned us about this and who is doing it.
Right.
But then we know why. We know, like, you know, that drugs destroy our neighborhoods.
Right.
Because we gotta live in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta try to get your kids and play double dutch up the street. You know, they going to school around all the drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We seen the depth and all of that. We got homeboys with big fingers because they crack babies and all types of stuff. We know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, it'd be so heavy because we're not gonna work. I work with somebody right now that comes to work. He worked with the MIQ who is near him, and he high all day off the smack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, it's not the victim had mental issues.
Right.
You know, he talked to himself. He literally talked and laughed to himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you talk to him, the cool dude, he working because he want to take care of his son.
Right.
He got a chance to get his son, and he wants to get custody of him. So he's working. But he get every break. And I tell him, and I know he be pushing because he be sweating and all that. And really he be messing it up for me. But I know he get ready to get fired. So I'm trying to give him I'm like, man, it is what it is. What you do gonna get the consequences of you getting fired. But I also am trying to work with him. Because I ain't really trying, because he be making me do a lot of work. I gotta do this stuff over.
Yeah.
But I let him take his breaks. But every time he go on break, he come back out.
So it's a lot, if I may.
Please, sir.
What that is he working to do something good, to do something bad, to mess up with something good.
And he know.
Yeah.
He know.
That's
he know that he has issues, and he know he want to stop. But he come in every day. But when you talk to him, he wants to stop because he wants his son.
So basically what he's doing is running in place.
And this is why you never suffer, sir. Oh, which
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Good.
my daughter might marry his son.
Right.
Right.
And his son gonna have mental issues because of what he had to deal with his father, and he loved his father.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So all of the issues that come with that, you know what I mean? People in Baltimore, like, you know, I slot.
Right.
Yeah, it's full circle, like you said. Yeah. No, that's heavy. Let me get through the right now, but the thing, no, your daughter not gonna marry his son.
Yeah,
like that.
I say that because we living in Baltimore, and I try to say that to other brothers, so they can be like, "Yo, don't you want it to be better? Like, if you sell drugs, your son,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, could marry your homeboy's daughter. You don't want to sell it. You don't want your son to sell drugs, but you are selling drugs and doing drugs,
Right.
and you hanging, and your homeboy's doing what you do,
Right.
Like, what is?
You know what? But the thing, all right, so I'm gonna say this on that point. That's why it's so heavy and so imperative that we spread the truth to everybody.
Right.
Like a lot of times, you know, I had a discussion with a brother. I ain't gonna say, but he, you know what I mean, he understand the truth.
Right.
And he'll be like, sometimes I don't want to say it at work. You know what I mean? Like, he like, I don't want to talk to him. You know what I mean? He talks to like one of his coworkers. He be like, I don't want to say it to him because, you know what I mean? I don't feel like having that discussion with him.
Right.
Like, bro, you should always feel like having that discussion with him because you don't understand. We understand that regeneration is a thing.
Right.
If you got a lost one, like you lost a family member, you don't know that brother could be a distant cousin.
Right.
Your family member can come back under that brother.
Right.
And now your family member is going to have to grow up under that ignorance.
Right.
Because you decided, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like Karai was saying, like his daughter can marry that brother. But the thing is, if we spread this truth, if we keep talking about it, and we always showing it, then it's going to eventually get into my head. Like it took me years. I wasn't listening to my father for years.
Right.
But when I got locked up, I heard everything you said. I heard everything. My son told me the same thing.
Right.
When he got booked, he told me this. He said that, and it was like it was crazy when I heard it. Like it made my eyes water. I'm like, that's crazy, yo.
Right.
How the hell you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he like, I ain't hear nothing you said until I got in here.
Right.
So, yeah, truck the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's that's the circle that we gotta remember constantly, because it can be stopped. You know what I mean?
Right.
The thing is, it's not instant gratification. It's not gonna stop. You know what I mean? In a month or in a few months, not even a few years.
Right.
But it's going, eventually time is going to tick, and it's going to run out when they feel like, you know what, damn, I'm in the hole right now. They can be sitting and waiting and sitting and thinking, and they going to start to hear some stuff that a brother said to them, like, I remember Yo told me that. Yep. Dang. The God said, you know what I mean, I was already ordained before, you know what I mean, this happened. You know what I mean? And they going to realize, there might be something to it.
Yep.
And because we always come back to the Most High at those times, them bad times. We just gotta wait for it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to bring something up, sir, you want to say? All right. Let me get Deuteronomy. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9. You understand? The Bible is full of warnings. You understand?
Right.
Like and it's been full of warning. And this right here, all of these warnings that you're hearing today, this is just to show you that your Christian church, your religion, your Islam, all that is garbage. There were no warnings. The reason why we don't believe in Christianity, we don't believe in the Bibles. Like, damn, Christianity. We don't believe in the Bible. It's because of Christianity.
Right.
That's the reason why. We don't feel like none of it's real.
Right.
You understand? Because they led us astray. There's so many scriptures I'll say to somebody, they're like, damn, it's in the Bible?
Right.
What the hell have you been doing? I know you go to church faithfully. You understand? You got a pocket for the Bible.
They don't tell them the truth, though.
Yeah, they don't hear the truth. If I could, sir.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
You understand? We come into this land, you know what I mean? We've been thrown into slavery. You understand? We've been thrown into a land that's not ours. You understand? And Most High said, when we get put into the land, go ahead.
Thou shalt not lean to do after the abominations of those nations.
Slack said, learn.
Thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
We was told not to learn, not to lean. I mean, damn, it's a lot.
Right.
Not to, you know what I mean? Not to learn their ways. You know what I mean? Not to do the things that after their abominations. You understand? I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, with their abominations, that's what they do. The Most High said, you know what I mean, that I'll punish you for all of your iniquities. Right. You understand? Because these other nations don't have the laws.
Right.
These, you know what I mean? You see these crackers out here, they doing what they want to do, they partying, they doing what they want to do. We can't do that though. People always say, like, damn, why is, you know what I mean? Why black men always get thrown down so far when, you know what I mean, white men do the same thing? What he said?
He said, King A said, it's a shame that our people will wait until danger hits us right in the face before they want to call on the Most High.
That's a happy point. And the thing is, because it's the Christian pastors, man. It's the Christian church.
Right.
And the Christian church is the umbrella. It's everything under that. Baptist, whatever you want to say. Even if you're a brother that you don't really go to church.
Right.
You know what I mean? You still Christian. You don't even know it, because if you celebrate Christmas, you're a Christian. You celebrate Thanksgiving, you're a Christian. You say anything that you celebrate in this world, anything that you do, you understand that you're still. If you ever had a cross, you know what I mean, around your neck,
right?
You know what I mean? You're Christian. You understand? You might not feel like you're Christian, but you're Christian.
Right.
It's the Christian church because they got such a big following. Christianity is the #1 religion in the world.
Right.
You can look up what's the #1 religion in Africa, and it's going to be Christianity.
Right.
It's those, like, they've had a hold of the book for so long, and nobody never told us. We look at the Most High as weak. We look at him as soft. We look at the Most High like goddamn Santa Claus.
Right.
You know what I mean? He gonna grant our wishes. You know what I mean? We gonna, you know what I mean? You know, Christmas time, you can be bad and you gonna still get some gifts.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what year I ever was good, but I always got gifts for Christmas.
Right.
It don't matter. Even my birthdays. I'm gonna get something on my birthday.
Right.
You understand? Because Christianity, they tell you that's that boy's birthday. Get him something.
Right.
It's Christmas, the most wonderful time of the year.
Right.
Get him something.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we've been taught, and that's why we don't care. We always wait until it's too late because now it's like, I hope he real.
Right.
I mean, at that point when the chips is all the way down, I hope he real. Please, God, help me, because it's always been in us. What the scripture say? We have a zeal for the Most High, but not of knowledge.
But not knowledge.
We don't know because we don't know how. We don't know. It's in us. It got to be brought. We got to be taught.
Right.
What it is that we need to do, what we shouldn't do. You understand? Let me see what time. Let me see if I can get one more. Matter of fact, yeah. Let me get Proverbs chapter 8 and 11. Yeah. This is good. I'm gonna end off with this one. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 8 and 11, because there is options. You know what I'm saying? The UPK is definitely where it's at, man. Like the UPK is where you get solutions to the problems that we got. What is it?
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies.
For wisdom is better than rubies. You understand? This right here, this is what's like, you know, like, this is better than drugs. Now, I know it's hard to hear. You can be like, yo, how you gonna tell me that this is better than drugs? But you don't understand. Once you start to cleaning yourself up and you start to get in these scriptures, you start to understanding what the Most High got for you. You start to understanding how powerful the Most High is. You'll realize, like, yo, damn, you having this wisdom is better than rubies, because this wisdom right here is what would have kept you off of those drugs. It would have made you never even think to attempt to grab a drug. Right. You understand? But the thing is, you gotta know that there's more warnings in this Bible. Right. There might be other things that you might want to decide to dip into, but realize, you know what I'm saying, that the warnings are in the Bible.
Right.
What he said.
There's nothing greater than keeping the commandments of the Most High.
Man, nothing greater, man. Hey, Most High in Christ, man. Definitely well said. It's nothing greater than that. You understand? The Most High he got exactly what it is that we need. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Man, ain't nothing compared to this. You understand? Like, the thing about my son, like, I love my son is in the script. Like, I love my son is in the truth. It's nothing better than that. Right. You understand? And my daughter definitely gonna be in the truth. Right. You know what I mean? She only a few months, but the truth is gonna resonate, you know what I mean, through my life. Like, the truth is what helps. Right. Like, you feel better about things that you get a certain courage when you're in the truth. Right. There's nothing I fear. When we out there on them streets, it's not near nigga I fear. Right. Out there, I feel like, yo, he gonna steal me. I don't even think that. I be thinking he gonna knock me out. None of that. Yeah, right. It's whatever. Whatever happened, if anything happened, I know it's something that I lack. Right. It's something I didn't do that the Most High wanted me to do. Right. You understand? But yeah, it's this wisdom right here is more precious than rubies, man. Ain't nothing going. It's nothing that compared to it. You understand? Get into the ISUPK, man, under command of Junior Yohana. You know what I'm saying? With that, we got ISUPK, started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Junior Yohana. Been spreading the truth since 1969. You understand? Let you know that our oppressor is the devil. You understand? He been destroying us, putting and flooding our neighborhoods with drugs, man. Nixon put the drugs in our neighborhood, man. You understand? His man Early put the quote out and said that, look, we knew what we was doing. We knew we were gonna put the drug. We knew that we had to either make if they wasn't gonna vote for Reagan, He said, "Look, check this out. The people that got a problem with the war is those hippies. We're gonna associate them with the marijuana and heavily and make it illegal and make the penalties crazy. Black community, we're just gonna put crack in there just because they black. It really wasn't issue that he had with it. It's just all the hell that he put us through, and it would have made him look bad. You know what I mean? But that I pass over the priest and officer. $1,000. What's up? Hello.
Right. We gotta trust not our enemy, you know. Security announcements. We're the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the work. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry, ties, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'asher. A tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Pre-fund, a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation. We have a memorial blowing of the trumpet, which is September the 21st, 2025. You understand? Remind Akim and Aquatium to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat, I imagine Barak, Yahweh Shim Yahweh Yah Matah, class dismissed.
Hey, dumb, Austin, dumb.